welcome back, you beautiful souls. Lest we forget, the small matter of a World Cup kicking off this weekend, of course, in Qatar. There's been so much drama off the field. Time to get into the meat of it, and we are loving it. So we say good morning to Good Morning Qatar Team Tips. We love you. So good to have you guys join us, and so good for us to be joining you across all channels. Now, this is going to be a momentous World Cup. In fact, for one particular person, it's going to be a game changer. This will be the first time that a World Cup is being held in the Middle East, and the first time that a World Cup is held in the Northern Hemisphere in winter. That's one thing, and this will also be the first Men's World Cup where there'll be female referees. Salima Mukansanga will be the first African woman to officiate at the Men's World Cup. This is massive. Earlier this year, she was also the first woman to referee at the African Cup of Nations, where she was spectacular. Absolutely beautiful. This is what we need to see. When we talk about more representation within sport, this is the ladder you need to climb.
Inclusivity, and if you look at the way she conducted herself at the African Cup of Nations, can I tell you, there was discipline, there was respect, and I love the fact that it's just molded into the game. It shouldn't be something that we should fly a flag about. It should be something that should be part of the game anyway.
And especially with the narrative bubbling under this World Cup,
yes,
this is cool. This is cool. I like this. Someone putting her hand up. All power to her. Now, media duties are, of course, a massive part of any major tournament at a football club. And, of course, at the World Cup, it's no exception. So players obviously have tons of media obligations before and during the tournament, from interviews to photo shoots and interactions with the fans and the media across all of the tournaments. It must be hectic. And while the fans and the public obviously see the finished product, Gareth Bale. There's something special about Bale at this year's World Cup. Look at that guy.
I think he's got a lot to prove if you think about it. Yeah. What happened with, Real and going over to America, I think that's what he's going to tell you. He's going to tell you that he's still world-class and international talent that can win a World Cup.
Because he played for Spurs. Now, while the fans and the public see the finished product, the behind the scenes of these suits, doesn't always go the way you'd expect. So as hosts, Qatar automatically obviously qualified for the World Cup, and they'll be at the tournament for the first time ever, which is pretty awesome. So you can forgive some of their players for enjoying every moment. I can imagine us doing this to each other, quite frankly. Let's take a look at what happened during a photo shoot with these lads.
What will you do to celebrate?
Action.
Oh!
Abdel Karim almost chose violence there. Pedro Miguel has a laugh exactly like cats, actually. That's exactly how cats' laugh sounds every time I do something ridiculous on this show. Absolutely love it. Both of those players play for, obviously for Qatar, but they play for Al Sadd. So if you're playing for the third wealthiest country in the world and their top football team, do you think they even care about the Premier League? I don't think they do.
No, that's fine. You sort it out.
I think
you're okay.
So as the other teams and obviously the delegates continue to arrive in Qatar, there is one very important element of the tournament that has touched down in the country. They kind of need this one. It's the trophy itself. Look at that. Now, France are obviously the defending champions, and they'll be looking to become the first team since Brazil in 1958 and 1962 to win back-to-back World Cups. In your heart of hearts, Kalista, do you think they've got it? Do you think they can do it?
It's a very interesting field, because it's November. There's a lot of disruptive forces around, but I can tell you now, I feel that it could be a Brazil win. That's what I'm going to say. Brazil.
Oh, come on, Sadio Mane. Why did you drop me, man? I was there for Senegal. I was there. So, of course, the tournament kicks off this Sunday with the opening game between Qatar and Ecuador. And before that, though, there is the small matter of the opening ceremony, which is always a feature of any World Cup tournament. So as preparation for the event steps up as well, here's a look at the early stages of the setup for the event. This is going to get you excited. Absolutely beautiful. Now add some superstar acts.
It's going to be a spectacle of note, eh? And think about that trophy coming through, standing beautifully, just over 6 kilograms of 18-karat gold. 36.5 centimeters in hand at the end of the tournament. Ba-boom. right?
Oh, you got me really excited.
Right?
Absolutely awesome stuff. And also arriving in Qatar in the last 24 hours with the tournament favourites, Argentina. The South Americans got their preparations underway. 5-0 thumping of the UAE. So I'm going to say goodbye to our Good Morning Qatar team and leave you with that thought. 36 games, unbeaten run. It could be Argentina's. We'll see you on Monday morning. Have an amazing weekend. Enjoy the start of the World Cup. Oh, we love it, man. We absolutely love the fact that the World Cup is here.
Yeah.
So to continue that thread, 36 games unbeaten, I'm going to say Argentina. This might be the time for Messi. But you can let us know your prediction. 0634088863. We'd love to hear from you. How are you feeling about the World Cup?